What do I say? Do you have templates? I don't know what to send my customers. These are all great questions whenever you're working on your business. And I don't have there, well, there is just not like one answer fits all for these questions. You really need to figure out where your voice is, who your authentic self is, and then send out your messages. What I've done is after the report I started writing down each individual customer. I then went through each one of their accounts to see what they bought, how often they bought it, and if there was a theme, like was it always just wax or was it always just warmers or was it always just pods or laundry? I just try to categorize them and then I tag them. When I mean tag is that in the contacts of your workstation, you can add tags to each one of these customers so you can sort them easier later. So I've been doing this one by one. I'm still going through that report, but I'm going to tell you some of the messages verbatim, exactly what I sent to my customers and why. So I got to put my eyes on for this. So one of my customers, let's see. So she bought 20 bars of fuzzy blanket, 11 bars of jammy time, 10 more bars of jammy time, polar bear, fluffy fleece. A lot of her stuff is fall and winter. She has purchased from me 3 times, June, August, and then January. So knowing this, she's only purchased from me 3 times in a year. And we're coming up like almost the end of the year because we're in July now. I looked at so all of this is wax. So I wanted to make sure that she knew that we had waxes that came back in the Bring Back My Bar and also Scentsy Club. Because what is the best way to continue getting your waxes forever and ever, amen, is Scentsy Club. So this is exactly what I sent, and I sent this on Friday. Happy Friday. Our latest BBMBs, which most of them knew Bring Back My Bar. And I realized after I sent this, I didn't specify. So she may have been a little bit not understanding. That was my mistake. Have been released this month. Also, if you want to add any wax bars to a Scentsy Club subscription, Scentsy will continue pouring them for you every month. The club is free to start, free to modify, and free to cancel, no obligation. So I looked at that and I was like, man, that was a really good message. And then looking back at it, there is some stuff that I left very open. There was no call to action. There was no, would you like more information? This was a statement I was giving her with no response. So let's go to the next one. This one is on the next page. Okay, so this person ordered from me one time the whiff box in January of this year. So this is what I sent. Happy Friday. We have an awesome whiff box this month. Also, if you add this to Scentsy Club, and then I put the link to my Scentsy Club, you can get a 10% discount and reduced shipping. Let me know if you have any questions. And then I put a heart and I put Cassie, your Scentsy consultant. So I did let them know if they had any questions. Again, I still left it very ended. There's no open-ended questions. There's no call to action. It's just let me know if you have any questions. But I sent this to someone who's only ordered from me once, and it was a whiff box. So I'm like, I probably need to change this up. So the next one, see if I can find her. She has only purchased fragrance flowers from me, and she purchased in February. One time, 3-pack of fragrance flowers, and that was it. So this is what I sent her. Now this was on Wednesday, so earlier this week. Happy Wednesday. We have an exclusive fragrance flower in this month's whiff box, Zinnia Zen. And I sent a picture of me holding the Zinnia Zen. And then I also sent a picture of the whiff box of what was in there, that there was other waxes. I didn't get any responses. So again, if you're not getting responses, it's okay, but you do need to self-analyze your messages. You need to look at it. Did you ask them a question? Is there something for them to respond to? Or is there a call to action? Did you tell them what to do? So again, this is all a learning process, and I'm going through this the best I can. So the next one, now this is one that was an ex-consultant. She's ordered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. And it fluctuates. This is July 2021, and then there was a huge skip for all of 2021 and all the rest of 2022. She started ordering from me because she no longer was a consultant in February, April, June, August, October, and then January of this year. So there was quite a few within this last year. And a lot of it was either clearance items or licensed. So this is what I said. Have you checked out our clearance section? Tons of licensed items have been added, and then I added the link. Now, these were text messages. And again, I'm working to find out what works, what is going to interact with them, what is going to entice them to either click on the link or message me back. Again, this is all a work in progress, but you can see some of these messages I have modified. Some of them I am using similar ones. Like this next one, this person has ordered from me 3 times and only purchased clearance items. How did I know that? When I opened up the orders under their name, the contacts tab. So it's contacts and then the individual person and then orders. I opened each individual one. Every single one of them was discounted. Was it a flash sale? Was it the clearance? There's no way to know unless I look back at that exact date to find out if we had a flash sale. But it's all clearance stuff. So that means they are definitely looking for a bargain. So this is why I sent her. OMG, our clearance section has new items added to make room for the fall and winter season. Check it out today. And then, of course, this time I put a heart and Cassie, your Scentsy consultant. And this, again, there's really no call to action, but I did give her the link. Let her check it out. I didn't ask her if she had any questions. Again, I haven't gotten a response. So we're just going to kind of like keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. So this next one. Okay, so she had purchased wax, a lot of wax. So this is the message I sent. Our Bring Back My Bars, BBMB, so this time I explained what that was released this month. There are so many oldies but goodies. Check out the scents here. And I sent her the scents of all the Bring Back My Bars. I just realized I did not take the screenshot. She messaged me back, and this is what she said. Let me find it. Is there anything close to Cloudberry Dreams, or did that one get renamed? Love that. Love that one so much. It's like, let me check. She's like, thank you so much. So I was like, the closest we have, and I gave her some examples and I gave her the description. Now, she hasn't messaged back since then, but she has the link for the Bring Back My Bars. She has the link, so it goes to my website, and I gave her my suggestion. If it worked, it worked. I don't know, but all I can do is continue trying, and so I can get better at the conversations. This is all practice. This is getting me back into the routine of having conversations with my customers and knowing which way to talk, because I'm very formal whenever I text, because I want to make sure that my information is sweet and to the point. And I want to make sure it's very understandable. I don't want to leave it very open ended. I'm trying to give them the information because that's the type of person I am. I'm informative. I like to be very literal and specific. It's hard for my humor to come across, so I try not to be too humorful or funny unless they know me and they understand my humor. Let's see. Did I have another one? Okay, so in the meantime, I did get 2 orders on my website. So this is what I send out when I get an online order from somebody, no matter if it's somebody I know, if it's a new one or a recurring customer. I'm just like, thank you so much for your order and for your support of my business. Let me know if you have any question about XYZ, whatever they purchase. So if there was a big combination, I would say products. If it was all about wax, I say, let me know if you have any questions about your wax. At that point, I'd also pull in, let me know if you need cotton cleanups or light bulbs. So it just depends on what they purchase, but I want them to know who I am, that I'm thanking them for supporting my business and for placing an order, and letting them know that I know what they purchased. Let me know what questions you have. The next one was someone who had only bought some whiff boxes from me a couple of times. And so this is what it said. Happy Saturday. Our whiff box this month has an exclusive Zinnia Zen flower. Again, I sent that picture of me with that Zinnia Zen. So this goes to a whole different part we haven't even talked about yet, is doing videos, pictures, images of your products with you. Guess what? No one else has your face. No one else can look like you, can smile like you, can laugh like you, can interact like you, because you are you. Do you see how that goes? Like, you are you. So take a picture of yourself with a product. It doesn't matter what it is. You pick it up, you take a picture, smile, point to it. Do different things with it so you can have a different picture with different things, and it's not always just the same one. And especially for me, that I always end up changing my haircut or hairstyle all the time, you want to make sure that you change it up and change clothes. Like, I realize that there's a lot of times I use the same shirt in a lot of pictures because I feel good in those shirts. Those are my power shirts. I always feel pretty and beautiful whenever I have those shirts on, so I take pictures with them quite a bit. But open it up. If it's in a box, open it up. Show them what it is. If you don't want to show all of it with the flower, you can just pull the flower out and you can be like, I can get it out. You can have the zinnias in and you can take a picture of this. Now, this is a little bit more whited out than you would get on a regular picture, only because it's a brighter light while I'm doing videos. But that's the zinnia zen flower. So you could have it. The one I had was already colored from the Mother's Day collection, and I was doing it with one of my how-to trainings of how to swap out your fragrance flowers. So basically what to do with the old one and then what or how to set up the new one. But you could take the flower, you could put it up here and be like, look, it's a zinnia zen flower. Be funny, be you. So if you're funny, do something funny with it. If you are serious, then take a picture. If you really don't want or think that you are, if you're not really sure what you need to be doing, a picture, it doesn't matter. You can hold it with one hand, take a picture, and you can blur out the back and do a portrait view. You can put it beside your face. You can laugh and smile or giggle. You could be serious and just be like, have your hand out here like this and set the picture down or whatever it is, and just, you don't even have to point. You just, I try to be silly with it, because that's just, I love to have fun with this. Scentsy is my happy place. I love everything about Scentsy. I love the products. I love using the products. I talk about tips that I have learned. If someone else tells me, oh, did you know you could use this for this? I try it. And I tell people, this is what I heard. So we're going to try it. We're going to see if it works. Because that not only is content, that also is something that I am regurgitating out to other people. And I may not say it exactly how they did it, and it's new content for me. And then I can always come back and talk about it. I can redo the video. So in the meantime, while you're doing this back office report, again, this is going to take some time because you're looking up your customers, you're checking through your text messages, you're seeing your interactions, you're kind of writing stuff down of maybe things to talk about. I hope that some of the excerpts of the text messages I've sent will be helpful. But again, my tip to you is make sure you're doing some kind of call to action or a question, something to start the conversation and have something for them to respond to. Sometimes when I send my messages, I forget about that until later. I'm like, ugh. So the second round that I'll be going through as I'm still going through this list, guys, I'm still working on this. I started this earlier the week. I'm still working on it. I still have more I need to go through and set up tags. This takes time. But once you get this set up and once you get the tags into the contacts, and you start going through each one of your customers, you can start to tell who's the wax person who only buys wax from you. They may be using warmers from another company. I don't know. They've never bought it from you, but they may have had a Scentsy consultant before and have an old warmer. You can always still offer the light bulbs, cotton cleanups. You can, if they're only on one product all the time, another suggestion is you can offer to send out a sample of, maybe you have cleaning supplies. So you can send them a sample of your cleaning or talk about the cleaning. If you're using the products, it is easier for you to have a conversation about our products because you use it. You can use your experiences on how to use the products or what's the best way or how you use it. Like, look, I'm not a cleaner. I just spray down the counter and I wipe it off. And if it doesn't get it off, I spray a little bit more and I wipe it off. Like, it smells great. It looks clean. It's amazing. And I'm done. That's my experience, so I can talk about that. If I've never used it and someone's like, well, do you have to spray multiple times? You're just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never used it. Well, why are you trying to sell a product you've never used? People are going to be like, well, why don't you use it? Is it not good? Do you not like it? That's the whole thing. We have a consumable product. We have something that can be used and reordered. So you want to make sure that you are using it. so you can talk about it. If you don't have money to buy products, then you open up a party and you make sure that you accumulate those rewards to get you like one of each item. Pick one cleaning product, click one or like select a laundry product. Figure out something that you will use. If you forget, like, oh, well, I bought a car bar and I forgot to put it in my car, go put it in your car. Pause this right now and go put it in your car. Quit waiting for tomorrow. That product, if it's sitting in a box, sitting somewhere waiting to be used, is not helping your business. So this is my journey. Like, this is what I'm doing is I'm revamping, re-going through and shaking off the cobwebs and getting the dust off and getting my business back in shape because I've been there. I've done it. I know this business works. I've just gotten lazy. I've gotten distracted. And so I need to find systems again. And I need to figure out what works now and not what worked back in 2020. So get a report done. It doesn't matter how you do it. Get something ran or start accumulating your own list. Start writing your list of 100, 100 different people that you know from all different varieties of your life. I always use the acronym FRANK, which is friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, and spouse. Figure out everybody you know from those people. And if you know people who know those people, write them down. If you don't have customers, then that's the best way to come up with a list for you to start contacting. And start keeping some kind of journal about when you talk to these people. How are you writing the messages? What are you asking them? When did you send the message? So you can look at one little place. It can be a notebook, it can be an Excel spreadsheet, it can be a Google Doc. There's so many different places or apps or systems that you can create that works for you. That's the biggest thing about this company. No matter what I say, no matter what the next director that you watch their video say, doesn't matter what the star director or the SSDs, whatever they're saying that they're using, if it's something that's not going to work for you, don't force it. Find something that works for you, something that you can be consistent on. When I started this business, I rarely used my calendar. The only time I used my calendar is if I had important information or appointments or something that was going on in my life that I needed to let my family know about. We have a family email through Google, and then I have my personal ones, and I have them through multiple different devices. So I have them all on there because there's different ways I receive appointments. But I put them all on that calendar now, and now they're color coded for me. They don't color code to other people. They color code for me. And then that way I know, is it an Amber thing? Is it a Blake thing? Whose appointment is it? Is it my appointment? What do I need to do? I get now very specific. If I'm going to go meet someone and I need to take them their order, I put the order in the notes of that appointment. That started working for me, but I had to be consistent. I started putting everything in that calendar and I started checking it every single day. And now it's just a second nature for when somebody says, hey, let's meet up for lunch next Tuesday. I put it on my calendar. I highlighted, I changed the color. I put as much information of who, what, where, when, why. Why? So that way, whenever I'm looking at it later, I know what I'm doing. I set reminders up or notifications. So I may do it for a week before, a day before, an hour before. So I know I need to get ready. But that system works for me. My ADD, you can tell me tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we're supposed to have an appointment. And I'm going to be like, I'm going to be there. I'm so excited. And tomorrow at 12:45, I'm going to be like, you know what? I think it's a good time for a nap. And I'm going to totally forget if I don't put it in my calendar. I don't notify myself an hour before because it normally takes me an estimated time of an hour to get ready, depending on what extent I need to do. Am I doing makeup and hair? Am I just doing hair? If I'm just doing makeup, do I need to take a shower before? Whatever. Like, it takes me a process. So I know I have to be notified an hour in advance. Then if I need to be somewhere at a certain time, it's an hour to get ready and then however at a time. So do you see how a system for me that's very beneficial, that helps me work my business, you may be going like, that's a lot. I just write it down and remember. And so that means that your mind doesn't work like mine. And that is okay because all of our mind, all of our experiences are different. And that's what's the best part about Scentsy is that we can bring our experiences into this business and shine. We can find a system that maybe only 20 of us use, but you know what? Those 20 of us, we may be our business may be just slamming because we found a system that works for our brains and we can be consistent with it. We've created a system, we've shared it because you never know who is up and coming, who is going to come in and they're going to tweak it. And you're like, I never thought about that. Like, it's going to blow your mind. So get your reports, whatever you need of how you need to contact your customers. Make sure you have a customer list. Start writing down what they are purchasing, how often they're purchasing, how much. Maybe you have a total that's like, if they're spending $5,000 with you guys, they need to be a consultant. Let them get some money back. If they're constantly ordering something, what else could you add on to that order? What could you suggest that they need? All warmers? Guys, we got the warmer stands. We have the cotton cleanups. We have waxes. We have light bulbs. We have warranties, lifetime warranties. There's like 5, 6 different things you can do when someone is just purchasing a warmer. Someone's buying the cleaning products. They know that we have different styles of cleaning products. All-purpose cleaner, counter clean, bathroom clean, like those different items. So if they're only getting counter clean, but maybe they're cleaning their bathroom with it and they're not having much success, say, hey, did you know we also have a bathroom cleaner too? I just didn't know if you're just using your counter clean in your kitchen or if you wanted to also get some good scents into your bathroom to clean it up, like get it clean, like clean and smelling good. All-purpose cleaner is great for the floors. Like, learning how your products work and using them. It makes the conversation real easy. I use all those products, so I know all about them. I can tell them what works and what doesn't work. I can tell them how my, if I have laminate or if I have tile or if we have hardwood or whatever you have in the bathroom and what you're cleaning, what works best on that. I don't have marble counters, so I couldn't tell them how marble counters work, but my mom does. And I always ask my mom, how does it work when you wipe down the counters? Remind me again about the marble, because then she'll tell me and I will regurgitate. I'll be like, my mom has marble counters and she wipes off and she loves the way that it shines and she loves the way that it cleans and it smells so good. But I will use her example. So not only are you talking about the products that you use, you could also use the stories of others that you've heard. It's better if it's someone closer to you. You don't want to have to sit there and say, yeah, my mom's sister's, brother's, cousins, doctor's, lawyer's friend, neighbor uses this product, because they're going to get lost in like, who? And then you got to start all over again. You need to be using your products. Your family needs to be using your products. Your friends need to be using your products. This is how you get information back. This is how you come up with stories, because your household may be different than someone else. We have no carpet in the house. So if someone says, hey, I spilt this stuff on the carpet, will this stuff get it out? I got to ask people because I don't have carpet. So I haven't had to clean carpet in a long time, like a long time. So, and I've never used Scentsy products on carpet. So I don't know personally, but I will find someone who does and who has, and what worked, how did it work, and what was the process. And gathering that different information just makes you a better consultant. It is easier to help your customers when they ask a question if you have stories on hand of the products you've used. So report customers, get your frequencies, get your different information you need for each one, reach out to your customers, follow up with them, or check to see if they need something else, check to see if they need to try something else, suggest, inform, and educate. Okay? So suggest certain products, inform them how their products used, and educate how, suggest, suggest products, inform them about the other products that are available, and then I've totally lost it. Suggest, inform, educate them on the products they currently have. I should have written that down. I just came up with that. See how that works? You just kind of come up with something. But be the best customer service person, the best Scentsy consultant for your customers, and they will stay loyal to you. So again, I'm reaching back out and reestablishing communication with my customers to build that bond, because they're more likely to buy if they've already bought from me once than to get new customers. And then I'm going to start working on new customers. Again, it's a step, it's a process. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens and then nothing changes if you don't change. So you got to change it up. You got to mix it up. You got to figure out what's working in your business and tweaking your business, and what doesn't work, guys, put it on the shelf, put it off to the side, come back to it later. That's what I got for you guys today. I am Cassie Bollinger. This is my journey of rebuilding, regrowing my business with my customers, my teamies, and figuring out what works and what works and what doesn't work for me, and stumbling all the way through it, just like I'm doing my talk. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel to continue watching me on my journey, and to check some of the tips and tricks and tidbits that I always offer to my customers and other consultants for free. Guys, it's amazing how I process information, and I love giving it away for free. Like, this is free. Use the apps that you can that are not charging. Do it for free. It's free advertising. So find a video, do a video, find a product, whatever. I'm like a little bit lost here, but that is my world. I love you all. If no one's told you today, I love you. I hope you have an amazing day. This is part 11, and I don't know what I'm talking about. This is part 12. So, okay, listen to what else I have to say. And today is July 6th. So I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.